Today, we're diving into a topic that might be unfamiliar to some of you but is likely something you've felt the effects of: narcissistic jealousy. But first, let's imagine a scenario. Picture walking through life with every move, every success, overshadowed by an invisible force that's always lurking, waiting to undermine your achievements. Sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, right? Yet, for those caught in the web of narcissistic jealousy and envy, this is an everyday reality. You might be wondering, why focus on such a heavy topic? Because understanding is the first step toward liberation and healing. Today, we'll delve deep into the human emotional landscape, exploring the dark corners of narcissistic jealousy and shedding light on how Stoic philosophy can guide us through this storm. Jealousy is a universal emotion we've all experienced. It's complex, often uncomfortable, but undeniably part of the human condition. However, when jealousy intersects with narcissism, it transforms into something much darker and more destructive. This isn't the fleeting envy over a friend's new car or a colleague's promotion. No, this is a jealousy that seeks to control and destroy. Let's anchor ourselves with some Stoic wisdom. The Stoics teach us the importance of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. Imagine applying Stoicism's principles to the whirlwind of narcissistic jealousy. It's about recognizing the storm but choosing not to be swept away by it. It's about seeing the envy of a narcissist not as a reflection of your worth but as a mirror of their inner turmoil. Narcissism is often misunderstood as mere vanity or self-absorption, but it goes much deeper. It's a complex web of desires for admiration and acknowledgement, intertwined with a profound vulnerability to the slightest critique. To truly grasp narcissism, we must see it not just as a psychological trait but as a profound emotional labyrinth, often rooted in early experiences of inadequacy or neglect. Imagine a Stoic approach to understanding narcissistic behavior. Seeing it not as a personal affront, but as a reflection of the narcissist's inner turmoil. The Stoics remind us to focus on our own reactions and perceptions, suggesting that our peace lies not in changing the narcissist, but in managing our responses to them. At the heart of narcissistic envy lies a fragile ego and a profound sense of inadequacy. This envy isn't just about wanting someone else's success, it's a fundamental dissatisfaction with oneself. Narcissists see life as a zero-sum game, where one person's gain is inherently their loss. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, would advise us to look inward when dealing with narcissistic behaviors. They would encourage us to cultivate our inner citadel, strengthening our resilience and compassion, not just for our well-being, but as a means of navigating the challenging behaviors of others with grace. Narcissists express their jealousy in covert and overt ways, from undermining others' achievements to imitating or outdoing them. These behaviors stem from deep insecurity and a constant need for affirmation. Through a Stoic lens, we focus on what's within our control and let go of external validations, understanding that true worth comes from living a virtuous life. Coping with narcissistic envy involves self-awareness, setting boundaries, and understanding the narcissist's motivations. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our internal responses and values. Setting clear boundaries and maintaining our integrity are key. Empathy, both for ourselves and the narcissist, helps us manage our responses and maintain our tranquility. Let's take a closer look at each of these concepts, breaking them down further to understand their nuances and how we can apply them in our lives. Jealousy is an emotion we've all felt. It can arise from something as simple as admiring someone else's possessions or accomplishments. However, when it comes to narcissism, jealousy takes on a much darker form. Narcissistic jealousy is not just about wanting what someone else has, it's about resenting the other person for having it. This type of jealousy is driven by a deep sense of inadequacy and insecurity. In a narcissist, jealousy isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a persistent state of being. They constantly compare themselves to others, feeling threatened by anyone who seems to have more success, beauty, or happiness. This constant comparison fuels their need to belittle others and exaggerate their own achievements. The Stoics, particularly philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control. They taught that our peace of mind comes from within, not from external circumstances. This principle is especially relevant when dealing with narcissistic jealousy. By understanding that we cannot control the actions or emotions of others, we can shift our focus to what we can control, our reactions. When faced with a narcissist's jealousy, we can choose to respond with patience and understanding, rather than being drawn into their toxic behavior. To fully understand narcissism, we need to delve into its psychological roots. Narcissism often stems from early experiences of inadequacy or neglect. A narcissist's inflated self-image is a defense mechanism, shielding them from deep-seated feelings of worthlessness. This fragility is why narcissists are so sensitive to criticism. Any perceived slight can trigger an intense reaction, as it threatens to expose their underlying insecurity. Understanding this can help us navigate interactions with narcissists more effectively. We can recognize their behavior as a reflection of their inner turmoil, rather than a direct attack on us. Stoicism provides a powerful framework for dealing with narcissistic behavior. By focusing on our own virtues and actions, we can maintain our integrity in the face of provocation. The Stoics teach us that our worth is not determined by others' opinions or actions but by our own character. When confronted with a narcissist's jealousy, we can apply Stoic principles by not taking their behavior personally. We can remind ourselves that their envy is a reflection of their own struggles, not a judgment of our worth. Narcissistic jealousy can manifest in various ways, from subtle undermining to overt aggression. Here are some common expressions. Undermining achievements. Narcissists often belittle others' accomplishments to elevate themselves. This can be through backhanded compliments or outright disparaging remarks. Imitation and competition. Some narcissists try to mimic or outdo those they envy. This isn't done out of admiration but as a strategy to prove their own worth and diminish the other's achievements. Projection. Narcissists might project their own feelings of inadequacy onto others, accusing them of the very behaviors they themselves exhibit. Understanding these behaviors helps us respond more effectively. We can see through their tactics and remain grounded in our own sense of self-worth. Coping with narcissistic envy involves a combination of self-awareness, boundary setting, and emotional resilience. Here are some strategies. Recognize the behavior. Understanding that narcissistic envy is rooted in the narcissist's insecurity can help you see their actions as more about them than about you. Set boundaries. Clearly define what behavior you will and will not tolerate. Communicate your limits calmly and assertively, and stick to them. Focus on what you can control. Concentrate on your own actions and responses. You can't change the narcissist, but you can control how you react to them. Practice empathy. Try to understand the narcissist's behavior as a manifestation of their inner struggles. This doesn't mean excusing their actions, but approaching the situation with compassion can help reduce your emotional stress. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your experiences. Having a support network can provide perspective and emotional strength. Stoicism offers practical exercises to help maintain inner peace. Here are a few that can be particularly useful. Premeditatio malorum. This exercise involves imagining potential challenges and setbacks before they occur. By mentally preparing for difficulties, you can respond more calmly and effectively when they arise. View from above. This technique encourages you to take a step back and see the bigger picture. It helps to put personal struggles in perspective, reducing their emotional impact. Journaling, reflecting on your thoughts and experiences in writing, can help you process emotions and clarify your thinking. It's a way to apply Stoic principles to daily life. Ultimately, understanding narcissistic jealousy and applying Stoic principles can lead to significant personal growth. It helps us build emotional resilience and develop a deeper sense of empathy. By focusing on our own virtues and responses, we can navigate the challenges posed by narcissistic behavior with grace and integrity. As we conclude our exploration, it's clear that understanding narcissistic jealousy offers an opportunity for profound personal growth. The Stoic philosophy, with its focus on virtue, control, and perspective, has been our anchor. It reminds us that true contentment comes from within, from our ability to remain steadfast in our values and composed in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the complexities of narcissistic jealousy and the guiding wisdom of Stoicism. If you found value in this discussion, consider subscribing for more insights and explorations into the human experience. Until next time, remember, our strength lies in our response, our character, and our unwavering commitment to growth and virtue.